Hey everybody, it's your old pal Big D here again with the Hidden Treasures. Here back for another installment here in my series of videos putting out about movies. Movies I like, movies I purchased, stuff like that. So today I'm going to do something a little bit differently in that I I haven't done much hunting this week. Unfortunately, we've been really busy at work, a lot of things going on. I haven't had a chance to really get out and do any hunting. But I did manage to get out on Tuesday because Tuesday was a new release day and some movies came out. And although there were a few movies that came out this week, I only picked up one, and that was, of course, Alien Covenant. This one came out this week. Actually, only been out. It's actually just out in the theaters a couple months ago, but it already came out. So I wanted to today talk about not just review this and show you what I got for Alien Covenant, but also talking about the Alien series in general. The Alien series was without a doubt probably one of my most favorite series. Yes, not all the movies are the best, so to speak, but they are really good movies, and each one of them has its own flavor to it, its own I don't know, we call it it's just own mystique to it, I guess. So I figured I'd do that today along with reviewing Alien Covenant, and we'll go from there. So basically, what I'm going to be using for a display here will be the Alien Trilogy box set. Actually, it's not really trilogy, it is a quadrilogy, sorry. Or I'm sorry, in this case, anthology. So that's what I'm going to be using as a display here. And so to start off, let's talk about, well, actually, let's first talk about what is my favorite Alien movie out of all the movies. And I'm not talking about Alien versus Predator. I'm not talking about those movies. What I'm talking about is purely just the Alien movies, the ones that are based just on that character alone and nothing else. So I'm looking at Alien, Aliens, Alien 3, Alien 4, if you want to call it, Prometheus, and then, of course, the last one, which would be Alien Covenant. So out of those, it's very hard for me to pick my favorite one. And at the end of this video, I will tell you which my favorite is, and I'll kind of rank them for you. But to start off, obviously, in the late 70s, Ridley Scott obviously, gave us the first Alien, which I'm not going to lie to you, scared the living daylights out of me when I was a kid. I can vividly remember being at my grandmother's house when I was a kid, and my cousin really wanted to see it really bad. And I remember watching it and kind of like this most of the time, and then when the scene happened where the alien burst out of the chest, the whole chest buster scene scared, I'm not getting nightmares for weeks about that. It was absolutely terrible, scared me to death. But it also was a really cool flick. I really did enjoy it. Even as a kid, it was still really neat to watch. I've always been a big sci-fi nut, so it had such a big sci-fi element to it that I still really enjoyed it. And then imagine my surprise in '86, which was, I want to say Alien was '79, so you're looking at what, 7 years later, all of a sudden here comes Aliens. James Cameron has taken over the reins, and now we've got Aliens. And Aliens, wow. I mean, it's very rare when you have a movie that can at least hold up to the sequel, and in some cases past the, sequel, can hold up to the original, but in some cases past the original in its quality. And I really believe that Alien did that. I think that Aliens did that. I think that what James Cameron did was, just intensified the whole thing. The first movie was all about, everything being alone and closed off and not sure what's going on around the corner, but there's just one alien. And Aliens, he upped the game. He all of a sudden added hundreds of aliens, and they're all over the place. So you really didn't know where those things were coming from. And of course, you got a very more militaristic, so there was more, weapons and stuff like that. But it's just, on the whole, it's just a massively amazing sequel to an already great epic film already, and it doesn't happen very much, So, you bring back Sigourney Weaver again. You bring in people like Bill Paxton, rest in peace, and some of the other players that were in it. And it's just an amazing movie. It works on every level. Even Paul Reiser, who I remember vividly seeing an interview with him after he made that movie, that people would still give him a hard time walking down the street. Was you that did that to Ripley? So it's kind of funny, like of those kind of things. So, and then a few years later comes Alien 3, which that director tried to go back to the original Alien and look at the original Alien and use the single alien mode again to try to scare people. And on some levels it worked, but I think the biggest complaint for a lot of people is that, it was a big departure, and the fact that they killed off two characters that actually survived in the last movie, and it just, I think as a standalone film, it's a really good. Being part of the series, it kind of loses a little bit for me. I still enjoy it, and I will watch it. I just feel that it's it's kind of like you have these two epic movies, and all of a sudden you do this movie, which kind of, I don't know, changes the pace of the whole series a lot. So, although like I said, I still enjoy it, and matter of fact, I haven't been showing you these, have I? So here in the box set here's Alien, okay, and then here's Aliens. God, I love that movie. And then here's Alien 3. And again, it's a good flick, and it does add some stuff to the mythology of aliens, you know. But again, I mean, Bishop is destroyed, Hicks is gone, Newt's dead. I mean, they basically just killed off everybody, you know, and then they bring Ripley to this planet, and it kind of goes from there. Now, again, there's some good elements to the movie. It's just, it's kind of like you're kind of going like this, and it kind of goes like this when that third one hits, you know. Then comes along Alien Resurrection, which was the fourth movie installment, and here's the picture for this one in the box set. It's a good flick too. I do enjoy it, and I mean, Ron Perlman. Can you ever go wrong with Ron Perlman? The guy's amazing. I think my problem with that movie is it's really, really good, and I really enjoy it because it kind of harkens back a lot to Aliens in that one. They kind of have more aliens in there. I mean, Brad Dourif, who played the voice of Chucky's in the movie, and obviously they bring Ripley back, and they add some other new characters to the movie. Winona Ryder being one of them, who you later find out who's a robot. Like every other movie's had some sort of a robot. This one obviously has one as well. And it was really good, but for me, when the ending came, and I don't want to really spoil the whole thing for you, but if you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about, the new alien that's kind of birthed. It just lost a lot for me. I don't know where they were going with it. And although I did see a special edition of the movie where there's an extended scene of them on Earth at the end, which I kind of liked, I just feel that movie does really well for me until the ending. The ending just, you have to watch it. If you've watched it, you know what I'm talking about. It's kind of just like, you're riding kind of this high, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, where did that come from? You know, you're kind of like, that's not cool. So ends the movies, and actually, for on honesty, most people thought that was going to be it for a long time. I know that Ridley Scott had toyed around with a lot of stuff, bippy bop back and forth, stuff like that, but nothing ever really came of it. And then all of a sudden, here comes the next movie in the series, Prometheus. And the difference in Prometheus is this is a prequel to the Alien movies and not a sequel like Aliens, Alien 3, and Alien Resurrection. This is an actual prequel to the movie. So what Ridley Scott decided to do in this one is go back and look at kind of where the aliens evolved from, where they came from, and they introduced things like the engineers and stuff like that. A lot of people didn't like Prometheus. I actually really liked Prometheus. I thought Prometheus did a really good job of kind of bringing it all to a head and showing you kind of where the evolution of this creature came from. Yeah, there are some issues with the movie. There's some pacing issues. There's some other issues with regards to like plot holes and stuff like that. But overall, it's a decent flick. Noomi Rapace, come on, she's amazing. She's always good in everything she does. Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. I mean, that girl can rock it. So it is a good flick. I really do enjoy the movie, and I've actually seen it several times. It's just a lot of people don't like it, and I get it. I understand some people have an issue with it, but I really like it a lot. So then, imagine my surprise, a few years later, they announced, and the movie I just got the other day was Alien Covenant. Alien Covenant is a continuation of the Prometheus story. The character David, who was in the first movie, the robot David, is again in this next one, and you get to see a little bit more of what they did at the end of that movie when, what was her name? Shaw, the character Shaw, played by Noomi, and David take one of the alien ships, and they take off, supposedly headed for the alien home planet to take them out, and that's where it ends. And then the new movie, although Noomi is in it briefly here and there, she's really not in a whole lot. It's really more about David and the evolution of that character continuing on, along with the new characters who are set off. It's a colonization ship, basically. They're sent out to go to a new planet to colonize a new planet, and it's a ship filled with couples, because I guess apparently when you go down there, you got to have couples. Everybody procreates and keep going. So, and then they hear this signal, and that's when they get diverted to this other planet, and that's when all the mayhem ensues. Again, I'm not going to spoil the movie for you because this is a new movie that just came out, so there's a good chance a lot of you haven't seen it, but it is a good flick. Again, there's some plot holes in it. Again, there's some pacing issues in it, but at the same time, I still really enjoyed it, and it kind of blends Alien with aliens in it, in that there's not a lot of aliens in it. There are a few, but it kind of has that element to it and that tension to it. And especially it has a lot of elements from Alien in it. So again, I really enjoy it. What I have here is the 4K Blu-ray Special Edition Steelcase book I got from Best Buy. It has several features on it, a lot of deleted scenes. Unfortunately, no gag reel. I do enjoy gag reels. It has David illustrations, production photography, galleries. Let's see here, commentary track by Ridley Scott, and some extended scenes as well. And then of course the 4K, which has the high dynamic range. 4K is amazing, and I bet you this movie's gonna look really good in 4K. Other than that, for right now, that's the Alien series. Supposedly, Ridley Scott says he's got 6 more in his head. I seriously doubt that, and judging by the box office performance of Alien Covenant, I'd be really surprised if we see any continuation of this story anytime soon. And I think that most likely this series is probably going to kind of be shelved for a while. I have a feeling, although I think it did well internationally, domestically, I know it didn't do very well at all. So it may be shelved for a while and then come back and look at it a few years from now. But as for that, again, thank you everybody for watching my video. That is the Alien series in its essence. I did promise you one thing though, didn't I? I promised you I would tell you what my favorite one is, and you can probably kind of guess from the video itself as Aliens is obviously my favorite, but a close second would be Alien. But I like the whole just massive aliens, and I love I'm a very fan of people being stuck in a situation and they have to get out of it, and then as people get picked off as they go along, but they're trying to figure out the situation. I love movies like that where it's just like this desperate situation where a group of people have to figure a way out of a situation, and they're not all going to make it, and it's always kind of fun in movies like that to pick, well, that person's going to go, or that person's going to go, or he over there's going to go. So I always enjoy those things. So I think it's one of the reasons why I like Aliens so much, and I've probably seen it 30-40 times easily. And then Alien would be my second. And then, oddly enough, the third movie to be my favorite would be Prometheus. And then from there, I would go to Covenant, actually. And then I would go to Alien Resurrection. And then the last would be Alien 3. And again, it's not because I don't like any of those movies. I actually love them all. I own them all, on probably multiple different formats. But it's just, if I'm sitting down to choose one to watch, it's usually going to be Aliens or Alien first, and then I'll work my way down from there. Although Prometheus does have a tendency to come up there a little bit. Covenant, I really can't say much because I just got it, so I don't know. But, Aliens movies, they're awesome. Obviously there's a couple other offshoots of Alien movies too I forgot to mention. Alien versus Predator. I want to talk about those because I kind of feel that those really take away from the series. They really don't add anything to the mythology of aliens or the mythology even of predators. So I kind of, in that sense, I left those out because those are kind of, to me, those are kind of just standalone fun movies. They're not really part of the whole mythology of aliens. So that's kind of the reason why I left those out. But that is it for this video. Thank you guys all for watching this video. Don't forget to like this video if you like the video, and click on the other button up there to subscribe if you want to see more videos from Big D. Otherwise, you guys all have a great day, and be looking for another video over this weekend where I'm going to be talking about my 4Ks that I recently purchased. Until then, you all, boy, you think I'm Southern now. Everybody take care, and we will talk to you soon. Bye.